Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Hoonko Service. My name is Keiya Yasutake, and I'll be your chairperson this morning. We will begin this morning's service with the Sanbujo on pages 24 and 25, followed by the reading of the Hyogyakumon, the purpose of the service.
Today on this Hoonko service for 2024, members and friends of the temple have reverently come before Amida Buddha. With deepest reverence and thankfulness for the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of Amida, we reaffirm the three homages. Namo Keiya Butsu, Namo Keiya Ho, Namo Keiya So. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Please repeat the Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda.
We will now have sutra chanting Shoshinge on page 33.
如来本誓より釈迦如来よがせ一種五秒安天寺有十大自主とせ質の在派うぬけ先絶大乗部情報召喚議事小安ら賢治南行六六信行異行指導ら億年未打仏本願自念即自唯一上唯の上昇如来語 入所自用自用へ万事頓乱両天使上皇乱消防殺来三道ルシ十条教万丈千行気楽法天神菩薩論中言王道因果見性が方言でこゆたり少女心類心人漠然本部新人法承知承知即で犯一心無量光明度小一衆上大仏家放射結晶道南小唯名浄土活入万全自力変言集天満徳語単線書三部三神慶音語総末法別道品一生増悪地偶然死安如来小妙法
全能六行無所依
公愛上三要約は法行行語権因年愛入本願大一会行者生じ本語心教義一年相互用意大等約三人即小小市場の原神公開一大教天気安女会へ祭先導出身反戦人法家義道正面流国十悪人唯小物火薬剤非摂取中温度証言水不見愛無見上昇が本資源空妙無教天民全幕本部人新宗教書公編集戦略本願具悪性現代生じ臨伝下下地義上位少子即入弱上無意派一心人非道言空教来自主心法上位祭無変国上空道理俗自主空道心空意化心心大いそういせ
南無阿弥陀仏
南無阿弥陀仏南無阿弥陀仏南無 あ
Now Reverend Fujimoto will introduce our guest speakers from the IBS-IMOP program. IMOP stands for International Ministers Orientation Program.
Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Okay. Thank you for being here at this special Hoonko service for this year. We're fortunate to have 3 participants of the IMOP program. And so in Berkeley. Most of us have been to the Jodo Shinshu Center, and that's the building, okay, the Jodo Shinshu Center. Inside the Jodo Shinshu Center, we have IBS, which is our graduate program, and the CBE, the Center for Buddhist Education, and another arm of it is the JSIO program. So they communicate with Honganji and develop programs and keep programs going on, and so it's more connected to the Honganji, and through them we are able to receive participants of the IMOP program, and this year we have 3 of them here joining us today. So very nice to have additional chanting. You know, usually we're during our Shinran Shonin services, we try to chant the Shoshinge, and so 3 wonderful voices joining us, and so you have an opportunity to hear these special chants that we don't always utilize. Most times, Juseige, Junirai, something short, and let's get it over with, Sensei. But this is something we can enjoy and appreciate the traditions of our Jodo Shinshu heritage. So today we have I'll introduce them briefly to you. 2 of them are going to speak from this podium, and after service concludes and before you Oshoko, we're going to pull out this table. They're going to sit here, and we're going to grill them with questions. Okay, so they'll be down here and a little bit more comfortable than a whole Dharma message. You could ask them about their lives, why they came, or whatever comes to mind. Okay, so first. Here, we're going to have Hashimoto Sensei, Kensho Hashimoto, and he's going to be the first speaker. And then we have next to him Reverend Yuki Himeji, and sitting to my side is Reverend Keiya Yasutake. So Hashimoto Sensei and Himeji Sensei will be giving their talks here one by one, and then at the end we'll come down and we could listen to Yasutake Sensei and have questions for the others. So I told Hashimoto Sensei, oh, we have many Hashimotos here at our temple. So he was very happy to hear that, and I think he met Mrs. Hashimoto and maybe some of the others down in the social hall. So we can all introduce ourselves as we get a chance to speak. When we do go to lunch, I ask that they sit separately at different tables rather than trying to have a head table. So you'll have different chances depending on where you are to listen to them. They can listen to some of your story. And I think it's just as important as hearing about them as you can share what's going on here, how you are connected. You know, some of you have been here for generations or new to the temple, and we all have a different story, huh? So to be able to share that, listening is just as important as the speaking, as we become accustomed to having services here. So at this time, we could begin with Hashimoto Sensei. Please come up.
Please put our hands together. When I consider deeply the vow of Amida, which arose from 5 kalpas of profound thought, I realize that it was entirely for the sake of myself alone. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to the Buddhist Temple of Alameda's Hoonko Service. My name is Kensho Hashimoto. I'm happy to hear that there are many Hashimoto-san here. Yeah, nice to meet you, my soul family. I'm from Chigasaki City in Kanagawa Prefecture. Kanagawa Prefecture is where the city of Yokohama and Kamakura are located. I'm the second son of the temple family. My family temple was built by my father 30 years ago. Before that, my father worked at the temple of Kauai Island in Hawaii as a kaikyoshi, overseas minister, in the late 80s. After returning to Japan, he built our family temple, and I grew up there. My parents told me that I should continue listening to the teaching of Jodo Shinshu, but that I didn't have to become a Buddhist minister since I'm the second son in the temple family. The eldest son takes care of the family temple as a resident minister. This is a Japanese tradition. So I never planned to become a minister. But in 2019, the World Buddhist Women's Convention in San Francisco changed my mind. I went there with my family temple members. 5 years ago, I could only speak basic greeting in English, like good morning, nice to meet you, my name is Kensho, that's it. So I remember struggling to talk to people sitting at the same table during the convention. But when the sutra service began, we all recited Namo Amida Butsu together. At the moment, I was deeply moved by how wonderful it was. We shared the same teaching beyond borders and language. This experience inspired me to become a Buddhist minister. After that, I started studying English and enrolled in the master's program at Ryukoku University in Kyoto to learn more about Jodo Shinshu. So it's no exaggeration to say that you who speak English and cherish the Nenbutsu guided me on the path to becoming a minister. Thank you for guiding me. Today, I have the opportunity to share the Dharma talk with you as part of the International Ministerial Orientation Program, IMOP, to become a kaikyoshi, overseas minister. Technically, I have already been serving as an intern minister at the Toronto Buddhist Church in Canada. Toronto Buddhist Church is the largest temple in Canada, but the resident minister returned to Japan in February. So now no kaikyoshi at the Toronto Buddhist Church. In this emergency, I was offered an internship by Canada's bishop. So I'm participating in this program to become an official overseas minister from the intern minister position. Anyway, today is the Hoonko service. What is the Hoonko? This special memorial service commemorates the life, teachings, and passing of Shinran Shonin, the founder of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. The official date for Shinran Shonin's memorial is January 16th, the anniversary of his passing in 1263. However, generally, many temples hold Hoonko before January, like here. This is because our mother temple, Nishihonganji in Kyoto, holds Hoonko in January, and Jodo Shinshu followers from all over can gather in Kyoto to attend this service. I know Kyoto is far from here, but with the Japanese yen being weak now, now is a great time for you to visit and join the Hoonko service at Nishihonganji Temple. The term Hoonko translates to a gathering to repay gratitude, reflecting the deep sense of appreciation and respect for Shinran Shonin's profound impact on spread the Amida Buddha's teaching. When I consider deeply the vow of Amida, which arose from 5 kalpas of profound thought, I realize that it was entirely for the sake of myself alone. This is a phrase that immediately comes to mind when I think of Shinran Shonin, and it is also the phrase that I value most as a Jodo Shinshu follower. This phrase is recorded in Tannisho, written by Yuyen, a disciple of Shinran Shonin, as the words of Shinran Shonin. When you hear these words, you may ask, why for one person, for the sake of myself alone? Isn't Amida Buddha's compassion for all people? Amida Buddha's primal vow is to help all living beings. However, its vast compassion is not abstract, but is directed to myself. Shinran Shonin deeply realized this through his life. Amida Buddha has prepared everything that I, a self-centered person, need to attain enlightenment. And this is the work of the primal vow. Japanese people call this work tariki, other power, or Amida Buddha's power. Shinran Shonin was keenly aware of his own foolishness and blind passions. However, that is why he realized that Amida Buddha's true desire was to help me. The experience of for the sake of myself alone is actually a symbol of help for all people. It is not that I'm helped because all living beings are helped, but because I am helped, all people are helped. This is a Jodo Shinshu follower's perspective, Shinran Shonin's perspective. And this compassion of Amida Buddha is always at work in our lives. The concrete expression of this work is the Nembutsu Namo Amida Butsu. Through the recitation of the Nembutsu, we can feel that we are surrounded by the compassion of Amida Buddha, and we can find peace of mind knowing that we are helped, even in the midst of the suffering caused by our own ego. Furthermore, the reason why the Nembutsu is still being recited from our lips more than 750 years after Shinran Shonin's passing is due to the effort of Shinran Shonin and many other Nembutsu followers who spread the teaching of Amida Buddha, recognizing it as the path through which they themselves was helped. As I experienced at the San Francisco conference, their appearance and words led to the next person's Nembutsu, and the chain of their lives is connected to our Nembutsu at this very moment. It is because of the relationships that have been established throughout history that we are able to gather in this temple today and rejoice in the fact that Amida Buddha's true desire is directed to me. When I can do is simply to let myself live this precious life of Nembutsu, not only in the temple, but anytime and anywhere in the present moment, the Nembutsu naturally comes to our lips. Thank you for listening. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Okay, next we'll have Himeji Sensei, and he'll come and share some words as well.
Good morning, everyone. My English is, I'm struggle with English, so I speak slowly today. I am Yuki Himeji. I'm Jodo Shinshu. I am a Jodo Shinshu priest, but on a day-to-day basis, I work as a massage shiatsu therapist in Japan. So if you have any physical problems, please feel free to contact me. Today is the Hoonko Service, a memorial for our founder, Shinran Shonin. Since Reverend Hashimoto has already explained the significance of this occasion, I will skip that part and dive straight into my topic for today. The theme of my talk is no way, and I would like to share a personal story with you. First of all, let me ask, have you ever found you're exclaiming no way or oh my gosh in your daily life? I know I do almost every day. However, people who have attained enlightenment never say things like no way or oh my gosh. Why? Because enlightened ones have no delusions or blind passions, bonno. They understand the true nature of life and are not surprised by anything. That's why Buddhist masters like Zen monks or even Shakyamuni Buddha himself would never say, no way, I think. But our founder, Shinran Shonin, was different. I think he might have said, no way, or oh my gosh, just like I do. Why do I say this? Because in his hymn, Shoshinge, he taught us that it is possible to attain enlightenment without extinguish our blind passions. So today, I'd like to talk about path to enlightenment revealed by Shinran Shonin, a path where we can embrace our blind passions as we move forward. In Japanese temple, we often hear the saying, in life, there are three kinds of hills. Three kinds of hills. The first is Noborizaka. Nobori means up. Saka means hill. So, uphill. The second is a Kudarizaka. Kudari means down. Saka means hill. Downhill. The third is Masaka. Masaka is a no-way hill. No-way hill. You didn't see coming the unexpected. This Masaka can be translated as no way in English. Everyone has moments when life surprises them with something they didn't expect. Today, I'd like to share one of my personal no-way experience with you. 2 years ago, I traveled with my family to Los Angeles. We attended a friend's wedding, visited Dodger Stadium to watch Shohei Ohtani play, and had a wonderful time together. However, I had work appointments, so I had to return to Japan 1 week earlier than my family. At that time, because of COVID-19 regulations, a negative test result was required to board a flight. A local friend kindly took me to a pharmacy where I got tested. The staff assured me that the result would be sent to my email before my departure. With that reassurance, I headed to the airport. But when I arrived at the check-in counter, I discovered that the email with my test results had not arrived. I checked my inbox over and over, called the pharmacy, but couldn't get through. I pleaded with the airline staff to let me board, but they firmly said no. At that moment, I exclaimed, "No way! Oh my gosh!" I had fallen down one of life's unexpected hill, the Masaka. With no choice, I dragged my large suitcase back to the hotel where my family was staying. I felt defeated, ashamed, and deeply frustrated. As I walked for 2 hours from the airport to the hotel, something remarkable happened. All alone on the road, I started to chant, Namandab, 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 Namandab. I don't even know why it came to me, but as I continued chanting, a sense of peace gradually washed over me. The frustration of missing my flight didn't go away, but I realized that Amida Buddha was walking with me, carrying the weight of my pain and disappointment. I wasn't alone. This realization lifted my heart and brought me comfort. When I finally reached the hotel, my wife said, "Shikata ga nai ne." Well, it can be helped. My daughter exclaimed, "Oh, Dad is back. Lucky me." With joy, their warmth lightened my heart. Looking back on this experience, I can see how much I was caught up in my blind passions, what we call bonno in Buddhism. Buddhism teaches that we are constantly influenced by 3 main defilements known as the 3 poisons. Hiko-san taught me the picture showed 3 poisons. 1, ignorance. I assumed it was natural that everything would go smoothly, so I would board my flight without problem. But life doesn't always go the way we expect. 2, anger. When I couldn't find the email, I got angry at my friend, the pharmacy, and the airline staff. The third, 3, greed. I desperately begged the staff to let me board, clinging to my plans and desires. I was consumed by these three poisons, but as I chanted Namo Amida Butsu, I felt a profound truth. I am a foolish being, full of blind passions. Yet, Amida Buddha embraces me just as I am. The Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, is a gift from Amida Buddha to me. It's a promise that even with all my struggles, I will be guided to enlightenment and birth in the Pure Land. Shinran Shonin taught us that we don't have to extinguish our blind passions to attain awakening. Through Amida Buddha's infinite compassion, we are already saved just as we are. This no-way experience taught me to see my own limitations and blind passions more clearly. But it also showed me the immeasurable compassion of Amida Buddha, who walks with us through life's unexpected hills. When you encounter your own no-way moments, I encourage you to remember that Amida Buddha is always by your side. This awareness will bring comfort and strength to your heart. I am grateful for Amida Buddha. I am grateful Shinran Shonin. And I am grateful even my no-way health. Thank you for listening today. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Hashimoto and Reverend Himeji, for sharing your Dharma message with us. And it's really wonderful to see young Jodashinshu ministers helping to share the Dharma. And by the way, both of you, your English is very well, very good. And I know Reverend Yasutake, I spoke to him, his English is very good also. Looking forward to the Q&A session later. Please stand for the Gatha Ondok-san on page 220.
Be seated.
Thank you again to our IMOP guest speakers and to those who helped set up the for the altar preparations and with the service. Thank you, Reverend Fujimoto. Thank you to Brian Piper, who's our doing the YouTube in the back here, and Jackie, Dorothy, and Lenny for the altar flowers, and of course our organist Lenny. Thank you very much. And thank you to the ABWA Toban Group number 2 for preparing today's Otoki lunch. At this time, I'd like to ask if there are any newcomers. Please stand. Introduce yourself. Welcome. Have some announcements here. Next Sunday, November 24th, is the family service, and ask Reverend Dennis. Sunday, December 1st, is the Shotsuki monthly memorial service, and also the ABWA meeting after the service. Sunday, December 8th, is Bodhi Day service, and also birthday Sunday. And we're having our annual Temple General Meeting after the service. As a reminder, the ABWA Fall Food Drive is ongoing until December 31st. Monetary donations only, no food donations. You can donate online to the Alameda County Community Food Bank, BTOA Autumn Food Drive, Donna, or write a check to ABWA and it will be divided equally between the Alameda County and Alameda City food banks. Are there any other announcements? If not, we'll now have the Q&A sessions with our IMOP ministers.